Good evening, everybody. My name is Aaron Shellen, and this is the first of four here at the Glacier Ice Arena on the NIHL TV network. It's the NIHL Game of the Week brought to you by Stream Sports Midwest. And tonight, game number one will be the Squirt Premier Select All-Star Game. We got four games here tonight. Squirt, Pee-wee, Bantam, and Midget. Three games will be brought to you here live on streams on the NIHL TV network. The other game, which starts at 6:20, which is the Pee-wee broadcast, can be found on the Stream Sports Midwest Facebook page. So, Squirt Division All-Star Game consists of players made up of 6 different teams. Glenview, the Glenview Stars, Chicago Stallions, St. Jude Knights, the Huskies, the Ice Dogs, the home team, and the Winnetka Warriors. So the teams are split up, or the teams are split up by 3 teams are considered the visitors. Three teams are broken up onto the home side. The visitors will be St. Jude, Winnetka, and the Stallions, while the home team will be the Huskies, Glenview, and the true home team, the Ice Dogs, up here in Vernon Hills. The Northern Illinois Hockey League launched the new Premier Select level of play this 2021-2022 season. Qualification for the Premier Select level was based solely on a team's on-ice performance during seeding round play. This format assured that only the strongest Tier 2 teams in Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Iowa playing in NIHL would ascend to the highest level of play. So this is how the teams were put together. The players were first nominated by their clubs, and the selection for the All-Star teams was made by a committee made up of hockey directors from the NIHL Premier Select clubs and the NIHL executive boards. The 8 teams will be coached by visiting coaches representing 4 of the 5 AAA clubs, the Chicago Mission, the Reapers, Team Illinois, and Windy City Storm, affording these coaches an opportunity to interact with NIHL's best of the best. At the same time, players will be able to showcase their skills to coaches at the next higher level of play. Clint Rue, the head scout of the Peoria Mustangs Junior A Club, and Nick Madonia, head coach of the Northern Illinois University D1 hockey team, will be in attendance checking out these kids here tonight. The Northern Illinois Hockey League partnered with Goodman Elite Training last summer and fall to provide clubs fielding Premier Select teams with exclusive hockey development training designed to prepare their players for the fall and winter season. Premier Select clubs are able to put their players through rigorous hockey development training at Fifth Third Arena to create preseason gains in balance, mobility, strength, conditioning, and speed. These sessions were geared for youth athletes to develop and learn training fundamentals in a supportive, structured, and fun environment. The program was written and led by Chicago Blackhawks strength coach Paul Goodman and his staff of top certified strength and conditioning coaches. To successfully compete at the premier level, it is important for young athletes to build their on-ice skills on top of a base of a high level of fitness that Goodman Elite Training helped them develop. And we're going to do a bit of a special intro for today's game. We're going to do announcements, and we're going to call out each kid. They're going to skate up to the blue line, and we're going to turn it over to the PA here for the pregame. And I will read those rosters again here once the game gets started. I'm not entirely sure how that mic picked up the PA, so I'll make sure that all the kids get equal credit. I believe we're going to be doing the national anthem here as they finish announcing the coaching staff for the home team. And it is time for the national anthem, so I will read the rosters once we get through the anthem. All right, and we are about ready for some all-star hockey. And once again, we'll read the rosters here too for you in case you couldn't hear the PA announcer during the initial introductions. Before the visitors, made up of the St. Jude Knights, the Winnetka Warriors, and the Chicago Stallions. Representing St. Jude will be James McHugh, number 4, Matthew Bertomeo, number 9, Michael Ducar, number 19, goalie Caleb Wiseman, number 29, and Aaron Brown at number 89. For the Winnetka Warriors, Jack Dahl, number 5, Lachlan Vint, number 8, Finn Cunningham, number 29, Andrew Gallen, goalkeeper, number 33, and Charlie Levitz, number 45. And for the Stallions, number 5, Mason Abdul Alim, number 6, Rudy Way, Regan Fleckenstein, number 25, and Kalen Judge, number 63. They're coached by John Varga of the Windy City Storm and Larry Pedri of Team Illinois. And we'll get to the home team rosters here in just a moment as battle for it in the home team zone. Behind the net with it now comes, I believe that is Mia Costa-Lunga, number 81. Puck is kept in there nicely. Shot put wide by Kalen Judge of the Stallions. As the road team putting a little bit of pressure here early on. 13-minute periods here for the All-Star game. Judge throws that one out to the slot, gets it back on his backhand. Puck is in the blue paint behind the net. Battle for it now. Taken it there by Jack Dahl. And that one's banged up off the boards, kept in nicely by the road team here as they are controlling the first couple of minutes as Costa-Lunga tries to get it out. She comes back the other side, flips it around to the far corner. Only one there. It's Matthew Bertomeo of St. Jude. He throws it right back the other direction. And the home team pinned in their own zone here early on. Battle for it in that near corner. Very, very big crowd here tonight. So you can see kids stacked up on the boards there. So we'll do our best to tell you exactly what's going on down there when we can. Kept in by Judge. Puck spending a lot of time below the end line here of this home team. Home team again made up of the Romeoville Huskies. The slot off the stick of Judge. And finally, the home team will skate. Puck is cleared in behind starting goaltender. That's Caleb Wiseman of St. Jude. In the corner now. Home team has it. Back to the point. Shot from the point by Patrick Burns goes wide of Wiseman down into the near corner now. Good stick work there by Winnetka to keep that puck in that corner. 3 dark jerseys, and they do come out with it. Back to the point. Not out, though. Lachlan Vint tried to skate that one out. He couldn't. Puck now down in the near corner for the home team. That one's centered. Nobody there except for green jerseys. Tries to get it to Vint. That one is not going to be offsides. It looked like that may have come out of the zone there a little bit, but Caleb Nayu back to the point. Nice move there at the point by Kyle Hronek. Excuse me, that was Caden Stairs. I'm sorry, that's 11, not 14. Trying to call this game with 6 different jerseys is going to be an adventure. As Vint does finally get this one out to center ice. Lachlan Vint down the near side for Winnetka. And the home team is able to get the puck as far as the blue line, but kept in there by Abdul Alim. Vint has it knocked away from him. Abdul Alim gets it out centered. Back to the point to McHugh. James McHugh just smartly dumps that one down in a little bit deeper. Abdul Alim races for it with Brock Brogan down in that far corner. Patrick Burns for Glenview also down there. And the home team will skate out with it here. On with it now is Regan Fleckenstein. Nice move. Has it knocked away from him, though. Into the stick of Matthew Bertomeo. Some speed. Bertomeo in just off the heel of his stick. And he's tripped up behind the net. We've called a couple of games for St. Jude this year, and Matthew Bertomeo is one of those players who has absolutely stood out. Well-deserved on this All-Star team. The St. Jude Knight. Bertomeo has it sticked away from him there by Luciano Martini. Martini gets it up ahead to one of the Huskies. That one's thrown wide. On it now is Carter Plaskett. Plaskett tries to get it back to the point. That's around Charlotte Anderson and out to center ice, where Mia Costalunga has the puck. Throws it to space. Bartolomeo is there along with Kalen Judge, and it's taken away by the home team. Up to Judge at center ice, and he throws that one in to the home team zone. That's not going to be icing. And I promise you, I will give you the home team rosters as soon as there's a whistle here. Luciano Martini on it now, gets it up ahead. I believe that's Leo Kwan there, his teammate. It is. Kwan gets stick handles. Kwan goes around one defender. That one shot whistles over the head of Wiseman. Behind the net with it now is Jack Dahl. That again is Matthew Bartolomeo. Bartolomeo with some speed into the offensive zone, puts that puck in on Dylan Fracassi, and Fracassi makes the save. Kept in for the moment by the road team. Out to center ice, and now we have a whistle and an icing, and now we will read you those home team rosters. So for the Huskies, they're represented by number 7, Charlotte Anderson, number 19, Vincenzo Di Pasquale, number 27, Evan Smith, number 81, Mia Costalunga, and number 90 in goal, Dylan Fracassi. For the Glenview Stars, number 63, Patrick Burns, number 81, Mark Uskoff, number 95, Leo Kwan, who has the puck right there, throws it in on Wiseman. That one goes wide. And number 99, Luciano Martini. And for the hosts, the Ice Dogs, they are represented by number 9, Carter Plaskett, number 11, Caden Stairs, number 14, Kyle Hronik, who we'll probably see at some point. Back to the point there. Shot from the point. In shot, rebound, score! Believe credit for that's going to go to number 17, Brock Brogan of the Ice Dogs, as he taps in the shot from the point, and the home team takes a 1-0 lead. So a lot of time and space at the point for Patrick Burns to get that shot in, and Leo Kwan was on the doorstep, couldn't get it in on the left side, but Brock Brogan was able to top that one in on the right side and give the home team a 1-0 lead. Mason Abdul-Alim, bad angle shot, and that gets through Dylan Fracassi, but goes wide of that near post. We'll finish reading off the Ice Dogs here. Brock Brogan, the goal scorer, number 17, Caleb Nayu, number 25. And the coaching staff for the home team as they come wide on Wiseman. Shot, nice save by Wiseman. Charlotte Anderson off the heel of her stick on that rebound, as the road team looks to get the puck out, as we're down to 6.5 left in period number 1. Bartolomeo loses, Michael Duker loses that one, but Mason Abdul-Alim picks it up. He has it sticked away from him. Puck is deflected into the home team bench. The coaches for the home team, Ryan Taylor of the Reapers, Gus Stisevich of the Windy City Storm, and Frankie Simonelli of the Mission. So again, AAA coaching these NIHL best of the best to get an opportunity to see some of the great kids and some of the great players that we've seen, Eric and I have seen all year long calling NIHL games. Aaron Brown has it for the road teams representing St. Jude. And the home team takes that puck out. Brown gets it back. She loses it, though. Taken there by, I believe that's Carter Plaskett on the far side. Leo Kwan gets it cross ice. Shot from the point off a body, off McHugh by Caden Stairs. Looking for some space. The home team back to Stairs. Stairs at the faceoff dot. Throws that one wide. Go over to the far corner. Battle for it there, and Kalen Judge will skate out with it. Judge with time and space and some speed. Backhands it towards the goal. Shot goes wide off the backhand of Abdul-Alim over to the near corner, where Rudy Wee will throw that one down in deep. On it now, number 19, Michael Dukar of St. Jude. It's going to come around to the other side, where Leo Kwan will bang it up off the boards out to center ice. And the road team will have to regroup. Battle for it at the faceoff dot. Thrown to space, but no one there but white jerseys. Stairs has it. He gets banged into by Dukar into the offensive zone with it. Comes Brogan. Brogan centers. That one shot goes over the net. Carter Plaskett Shot in, a couple of shots in the crease there. Wiseman makes one save. Wiseman makes another save. Wiseman makes a third save with that right pad. Caleb Wiseman showing why he belongs here as he makes 3 bang, bang, bang saves in succession to keep this 1-0. Shot there. Wiseman gloves that one down off the stick of Brock Brogan. And this one will stay 1-0 with 4:37 left to go in period number 1. Game number 2, the Pee Wee game, is going to start at back to the point, back to Charlotte Anderson. Anderson fires the wrist shot. It hits a body, comes down in front, and Finn Cunningham will skate out with it for the road team. Up ahead to Bertalmio, Matthew Bertalmio. Bertalmio tries to skate through Mark Uskoff, but Uskoff does a nice job holding his position there. That puck is up and kept in by Bertalmio. Bertalmio still has it. Bertalmio tries to stick handle, gets it through into Jack Dahl, and Dylan Fracassi makes the save. So Jack Dahl skated in alone to that far point, flipped a little backhand up, and Fracassi was able to make the save. Back to the point, knocked away, a potential breakaway here for the home team. In all alone, shot. Wiseman makes the save off the stick of Evan Smith of the Huskies. And Abdul Aleem out with it now for the Stallions. Sticked away from him. First one on, it's going to be Carter Plaskett of the Ice Dogs. That one deflects in on goal, and Fracassi has to be aware. As McHugh fired that shot from the point, it hit a stick or something and bounced right in on Fracassi, who made the save. Face off to the left of Fracassi now. And Dylan will cover that one up as well as the little flop shot lands in his glove. Again, face off to his left on the draw for the road team will be Lachlan Vint of the Winnetka Warriors. Vint has it on his backhand. Backhands it into the corner, and Abdul Aleem will battle 3 white jerseys for it. As Caden Stairs will come out the other side with it now. Stairs up off the half boards, kept in there by Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein down deep with it. Back to the point. Road team's able to keep it in for the moment, and that one does come out to center ice. Nice job by Martini to battle there and get that puck out to center ice. Abdul Aleem comes in again, 1-on-3 on the backhand, goes wide with it, comes in, has his legs taken out from underneath him, no call. And the home team will take control. It's just banged up off the boards behind the net. And the road team will keep it in there at the point. McHugh in the skates of Dukar. Dukar gets it back and then loses it right back. As Stairs will backhand that one out to center ice. McHugh turns around, fires it back in for an offsides. 2:02 left in period number 1. The home team with a 1-0 lead. Home team made up of the Romeoville Huskies, Glenview Stars, and the host Ice Dogs, while the road team is made up of the St. Jude Knights, Winnetka Warriors, and the Chicago Stallions. Up into center ice is Quan. Quan with some speed. Quan around a defender onto the stick of Brogan, and that shot is kicked aside by the right pad of Caleb Wiseman, who's been busy here in the second half of this first period, made 3 or 4 point-blank saves to keep this 1-0. Puck right here in front of us on the stick of Finn Cunningham. Cunningham has it sticked away nicely by Charlotte Anderson. Taken away by Quan with some speed. Knocked away from him nicely by Rudy Wee right at the blue line. As Brogan now tries to get it in. He can't. That wall of dark jerseys right at the blue line, keeping the home team from really getting any offensive momentum here. That one deflects off a body into the road team zone. Kept in at the point and taken away by the road team. Out with it now is that's number 63. That's Kaylin Judge, who tried to stop and lost an edge. Kwan coming down now as the road team was on a shift change. A couple of St. Jude defensemen out there as James McHugh is able to backhand that one out. Charlotte Anderson now up ahead to Kwan. Leo Kwan loses it, and it's cleared back to the point and out of the zone. Right back in, though, comes Brogan. Brogan tries to skate through 4 dark jerseys. He can't. McHugh gets it out to center ice where Mark Uskov has it. He loses it, and it's taken there now by Abdul Aleem. Tries to center that one to Bertomeo. It hits a stick and almost trickles in on Fracassi. Up ahead now is Di Pasquale. Vincenzo Di Pasquale in a lone shot. Nice blocker save. Caleb Wiseman keeping this 1-0. Long pass up ahead to Dukar. Looking for Bertomeo. Has it taken away from him. Stairs comes down the other way with it. 2-1, and that will do it for period number 1. And a fun, entertaining first period of play. Only goal scored by Brock Brogan to give the home team a 1-0 lead after 1 period. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey organization in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of 49 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, and Wisconsin. This is the 53rd season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL members organization field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee-wee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all-girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL will partner with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawk tournament at the conclusion of the season. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the NIHL president. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to have sponsored the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to tune into these upcoming regular season games. Well, maybe not this first game. First game's tonight at 8 p.m. Stay here and watch some NIHL hockey with us. But when NIHL's over, tune into the Blackhawks as they are in Denver to take on the Avalanche. Wednesday the 26th, they head to the Motor City to take on the Detroit Red Wings. And then Friday the 28th, back home against those Avalanche. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. Hard copies of all of this game and every game that we broadcast here on the NIHL TV network are available in DVD format. So if you would like a copy of tonight's game, you can reach out to Eric or myself at streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com, or you can message us on Facebook or Twitter at Stream Midwest. DVDs are $5 a piece, and it's a great way to preserve what you're watching here today. Di Pasquale comes down 2-on-1. Shot, and that one off the stick there is going to go wide off of Caleb Nayu. We didn't get all of that one. Back to the point, and coming the other way with it is Matthew Bertomeo. Bertomeo tries to hit Dukar, and Dukar was skating the other direction. Got 4 St. Jude Knights out there right now. Bertomeo is out there. The lone non-Knight, number 5, Mason Abdul Aleem of the Stallions, called his name quite a bit here this evening so far. Battle behind Dylan Fracassi. That one's out in front. Shot, score. Abdul Aleem, just as I mentioned it, cleaned up the garbage in front of the net, ties this one at 1 early here in the second period. Always feels good as an announcer to single out a player and then to have them show you that it was well worth it. As Abdul Aleem had mentioned his name on a number of occasions here tonight, was able to get that puck out in front of Dylan Fracassi, bury it, and we are all knotted at 1. Coming right back with it, Rudy Wee loses it there, and I think we're going to have our first penalty called here. We are. A tripping call. Looks like it's going to go on Leo Kwan. So less than a minute into the second period, Mason Abdul Aleem ties this one at 1. Faceoff will be to the left of Huskies goaltender Dylan Fracassi. Draw one by the home team. Back at the point is Regan Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein has it with space. Tries to get the wrist shot off. Has it knocked away from him, though. Behind the net now is Lachlan Vint. Vint tries to wrap around. Comes back the other direction with it. Two white jerseys knock the puck away from him. Shot flipped up over the net by Kalen Judge as he found space in front there. Miscommunication there between a couple of dark jerseys, and that one will come out to center ice. And just skating over it was Evan Smith. He was in all alone. Fleckenstein comes the other way, goes wide with it on the backhand. Goes cross ice in the middle, knocked away. Fleckenstein has it again, tries the one-timer, mishits that, and I believe that Charlotte Anderson gets that one out to center ice for the home team. Backhanded back in where Costalunga will skate onto it. Mia Costalunga of the Huskies flips it up ahead to center ice to Evan Smith. Smith now in. Smith with an opportunity at the faceoff dot, shot, and Wiseman casually makes the glove save on the shorthanded bid, keeping this 1-1. .59 seconds left on the power play for the road team. Shots are 11-6 in favor of the home team. Faceoff is won by the road. Dark jerseys get that puck up to center ice. Thrown to space where Charlie Levitz overskates it. Down deep is Caden Stairs going after that. Takes a dark jersey's legs out from underneath him and continues to battle for it, though. The Stars keep that in. Back to the point. Shot goes wide by Burns. Patrick Burns whistles that one past the far post. And it's skated out now by the road team. Up ahead to Bertomeo. Bertomeo with a ton of speed. Bad angle shot into the body. Thrown into the near corner by the Stars defense. Out to center ice, and that will not be icing. Off a dark jersey stick, and Charlie Levitz will take it behind his own net. Bangs it up off the boards, but the only one there is Brock Brogan. In the slot, Wiseman has to make the reflective right pad save and kicks that one into the corner. Another shorthanded bid for the home team here. Behind the net with it now is Aaron Brown. Brown has it knocked away from her by Mark Uskoff. Uskoff down low. Brown goes down in the corner, but hops right back up and plays the puck. Aaron Brown battling down there. 5 skaters down on the near half boards. That puck is centered, thrown into the slot. It bounces over a stick. And the road team will flip that one out, and the power play is up. So nicely done by the home team to kill off that power play. Here comes Bertomeo now. Matthew Bertomeo has got Dukar with him. Bertomeo in all alone. Bertomeo forehand, backhand save. Dylan Fracassi holds his line. Shoves himself from that left post over to the right post as Bertomeo tried to go forehand, backhand, and Fracassi makes the save. Faceoff will come to his right with 9:18 left to go in the middle period. 1-1. The score here, Brock Brogan for the home team and Mason Abdul-Alim for the road team. That shot from the point by Fleckenstein goes wide. Behind the net now, taken away by the home team. They skate out with it. Up ahead to Di Pasquale. Di Pasquale with some speed now of his own. He goes wide with it, stops, looks for somebody to get it to. Back to the point. Shot from the point, Charlotte Anderson, and that one is sticked away by Wiseman. Comes around to the near side where Costalunga loses it. And out with it comes Abdul-Alim, the goal scorer. Abdul-Alim throws it through. Beautiful feed for Kalen Judge, just under Kalen's stick. And he would have been in all alone. That one hits the official. Costalunga comes out with it again. She flips that past the defense and into the offensive zone where James McHugh will have to go back and play that for the road team. A couple players lose an edge down there. And Jack Dahl will take it from the Winnetka Warriors. He loses it, but it's taken right back, and it will trickle out to center ice. Anderson now up to center ice where it's taken by Luciano Martini. Martini loses that one. Gets it back, though. Shot from the top of the faceoff dot. Goes behind the net. Di Pasquale on it. Gets it back to the point to Costalunga. Costalunga cross ice. Shot from the point, deflected down off the stick of Brock Brogan. Behind the net is McHugh. James McHugh now behind the net has Deep Pasquale riding his back. Takes it away from him. Back to the point. Costalunga has it. Goes cross ice with it to Evan Smith. Smith's shot. Glove save by Caleb Wiseman. Now over the net and coming back the other direction with it now is Kalen Judge, and he's pinned against the boards nicely by an Ice Dogs defender. Quan on it now. Quan tries to get it through, and that one's knocked away, and it will come back out to center ice. Quan on it again for the home team. Gets it up to Smith. Misplays that one. Kalen Judge battles for it right in front of the road team bench. Taken away by the Huskies. It's Evan Smith now. Smith has his legs taken out from underneath him. And we are going to have a penalty called here on the road team, first of the game. And the home team will get an opportunity here with a man advantage. We're going to get a tripping call, I believe, on James McHugh of St. Jude. No, excuse me, that's going to be number 25, Regan Fleckenstein. Got a couple goalie changes now. That's coming in for the home team is number 14, Kyle Horonik. And down at the other side, representing Winnetka is Andrew Gallen. So nicely done by the starting goaltenders, Caleb Wiseman and Dylan Fracassi, keeping this a 1-1 game. So second goalie's getting their opportunity here at the midway point. Face-off in, and save is made by Gallen. I think that one may have been deflected at the point. Gallen was standing up, and he had to drop down at the last second. So tested right off the bat. Andrew Gallen makes the save. So nice job by those first two goaltenders. A couple of really, really tough saves for Caleb Wiseman early on in that first period to keep his road team in this one, give them an opportunity to tie it. On it now is Carter Plaskett. Plaskett throws that one down and around where Rudy Wee will be the first one on it, representing the Chicago Stallions. Back to the point, kept in by Burns. Wee and Burns play catch down there at the point in the slot area. Plaskett's harassed. Back to the point. That's going to come out of the zone, and that will force the home team to change up, and that will be an offsides. Six minutes, 13 seconds left in the second period. 1:16 left on the penalty to Regan Fleckenstein, who went 2 minutes for tripping. We're all knotted at one here. Goals for the home team in the first period, Brock Brogan, and in the second period, Mason Abdul-Alim for the road team would tie it up. He's out there now with Matthew Bertolmeo. A couple of very dangerous skaters for that team in dark color. Here's another one, Martini. Dangerous skater. That one's blockered aside easily by Gallen. Right onto the stick of Caden Stairs. Stairs loses it, though. Bertolmeo tries to play it up and out. He does. Gets it out to center ice. Tries the self-pass 2 or 3 times, and eventually it's knocked away from him by the team in white. Aaron Brown racing for it. Has got Stairs bearing down on her. Brown behind the net with it. Stops behind the net. Swings it around the other way. Looking for Abdul-Alim. Can't complete the pass there. Uskov has it, throws it in on goal, and Gallen has to make another save. So Andrew Gallen in the firing in the shooting gallery here after just a couple of minutes. Makes 3 or 4 saves right off the bat here, keeping this 1-1. Faceoff will come to the left of Andrew Gallen. 30 seconds left on the man advantage for the home team. Faceoff won by the home team. Back to the point, and that will come out to center ice. Knocked away by Kalen Judge. Judge in a race for it with Plaskett. Plaskett will win that. Get it up to Deep Pasquale. Nice pass there to Caleb Nayu. Nayu has it, goes wide with it. Shot off the side of the net. Behind the net with it is McHugh. McHugh backhands it up into the feet of Judge. Behind the net, they'll come the other direction. Finn Cunningham on it now. Gets it up to Judge. He misplays it, and it's taken there by Plaskett. Plaskett in the slot. That one's knocked out of the zone, and the home team will have to change up. That will be another offsides. Man advantage power play is now up for the home team, and we are back to 5 skaters aside. 4:48 left to go in the second period. Still 1-1. The Pee Wee game due to start in about 30 minutes over on the Stream Sports Midwest Facebook page. Our next game will be the Bantam 14 and under game, which will start at about 6:20-ish, I believe. 6:40-ish, I believe, here. And then the midget 18 and under will start once that game is over. Also on the NIHL Facebook page. Kept in at the point by Quan. Up to the blue line, kept in again. On the stick of Rudy Wee. Wee behind the net, wraps it around the boards. That one does stay in the zone for the moment. And now it's out of the zone, skated onto there by Jack Dahl. Dahl 3-on-1. Here comes Dahl. Dahl with some time and some space. That shot goes wide, comes out the other side. Almost an open net for Regan Fleckenstein if he had been able to get a stick on that one. That one's in on Gallen. That one shot off the side of the net, comes over to the other side. Back to the point to Costalunga. Costalunga keeps it in. High slot area. Home team keeps that one in. Quan backhands it towards the goal. Right along the end line. And the road team will take that puck up and not out. Fleckenstein's not able to get that one out. It comes back behind the net for Finn Cunningham. Behind the net again. Caden Stairs has it. Tries to come back the other direction. Back to the point where Costalunga has it. She has that puck deflected. It's knocked away. And here's an opportunity for Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein in all alone. Here comes Reagan Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein in. Shot save by Kyle Hronek. Hadn't faced a shot since coming in. And nothing worse than facing a breakaway as your first shot. But Kyle's able to be big in net. Came out and challenged that shot. Took that one right in the Ice Dogs logo. Keeping this 1-1. 3:08 left to go in the second period. Face off to the right of Hronek. Face off is won by the home team. Road team's able to keep it in. Dukar keeps it in. Aaron Brown backhands it forward, looking for Abdul Aleem. Dukar centers it in the slot, and that one is knocked away by Caden Stairs. That's going to come all the way down, and that should be, and it will be, an icing. Faceoff will come all the way down to the home team zone to the right of Kyle Hronek, who checked in about the 7-minute mark of the second period, which is exactly what you would hope. The two backup, or I won't call them backups, the two goalies were able to come in right at that midway point. Dukar on the draw for the road team. It's won, however, by Uskov. Uskov gets that puck out to center ice, and the first person on it will be Charlie Levitz. Levitz gets it up to Lachlan Vint. Vint across the blue line. Got Uskov bearing down on him. Uskov does a nice job with his stick. Behind the net with it, Brock Brogan tries to get it up and out. He can't. Kept in behind the net. Lachlan Vint battling for it with Brogan now. Comes around to the near corner. Di Pasquale will take it. Little chip ahead pass out to center ice. Knocked back to Di Pasquale. Leaves it for Burns. Di Pasquale tries to play through a couple of dark jerseys. He can't. Aaron Brown fends him off there. And Charlie Levitz will take it behind the net with Stairs giving him some grief. Along the far half boards, kicked forward by Di Pasquale. Di Pasquale has it now behind the net. There's some lumber on the ice there. It looks like the lumber of Lachlan Vint. Vint picks up his stick and takes the puck away. Nice job by Vint. On the stick now of the goal scorer, Mason Abdul Aleem gets across the blue line. Dukar has it. Dukar's shot goes over the head, over the net, over the crossbar, into the near corner. Di Pasquale, nice little pass taken away by Abdul Aleem. He has to wait for his line mates to change, though. Gets the puck, tries to go up the boards with it. He's able to keep it in for the moment. Vint with the shot that's going to go wide, come out to the near side. Di Pasquale will be on it for the home team. Puck up ahead, looking for Uskov. Can't make the connection there. Uskov battles for it along the near half board. Skated out now by Fleckenstein. We're down to the final minute here in the second period. 1-1. Uskov has it 2-on-1 the other direction if he can hurry. Here comes Uskov. Uskov with the far wrist shot that goes over the net. Had a little bit more space there. Probably could have gotten a little closer, but took the wrist shot from out far and whistled over the net. Puck is flipped ahead. Here comes Bertolomeo down in the final 35 seconds. Knocked away nicely by Costalunga as Di Pasquale with a head of steam coming the other direction. Back out to center ice, and Costalunga will skate back onto it. Final 20 here in the second. To her D partner, Charlotte Anderson, has the puck taken away from her. Bertolomeo behind the net. Bertolomeo centers it. It deflects off a stick, thrown towards the goal. That one hits a body. Judge tries to get that one in on goal. He can't, and that should just about do it here for the second period as Evan Smith gets across the blue line, and that will do it for period number 2. So we got a good hockey game. We got a 1-1 hockey game here after 2 periods, and we're going to be going to the third period here in just a moment. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to announce the Chicago Blackhawks High School Hockey Rivalry Series. Come out and watch the Blackhawks' new High School Hockey Rivalry Series games. Games feature Blackhawks alumni, free merchandise, huge crowds, Jim Corneliuson, and more. First game will be Thursday the 27th at Centennial as New Trier will take on Loyola Gold, and Brother Rice will take on St. Rita Sunday the 30th at the Oak Lawn Ice Arena. NIHL's Best Flow is back. This is a celebration of the best hair in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this promotion from players and fans. All entries are now in, and the public can vote each weekday using the NIHL Facebook and Twitter pages. One player represents their team in the contest, and in the end, there will be a girls, youth, and a coach winner. They will win prizes for their team and for themselves. Prizes are sponsored by Jerry's Hockey and the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Please be sure to make your voice heard as we will see who will be named NIHL's Best Flow 2022. The NIHL regular season, it's in its last couple weeks. Teams finished playing their seeding round games in October, and based on game results, they were placed in divisions with teams of a similar competitive level. All the teams in each division are competing to qualify for a spot in the NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the end of the season. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website, the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. Our next broadcast will be in about 23 minutes on the Stream Sports Midwest Facebook page as the 12 and under All-Star game will take place. Then at 6:40 right here on the NIHL Facebook page, the 14 and under Bantams, and then 8:20 p.m. tonight, the 16 and 18 year under Midgets will play on the NIHL Facebook page. So 3 more games after this one, and we are underway here in period number 3 of a 1-1 hockey game. Nice move there at the blue line by Patrick Burns. Burns gets himself some space that trickles in on the goaltender. That one's going to go wide as Gallen's able to hold his line back to the point to Burns. Burns throws that one high. Looks like it hit the hand of Lachlan Vint, who's shaking that thing out. Comes out to center ice. And the home team will skate onto it. Backhanded, elevated pass up ahead. Looking for Evan Smith. Has it knocked away from him. Here comes Vint the other direction. And he does a spinorama at the blue line, but puts him and his teammates offside. So let's take a quick look at the standings, the regular season standings for these 10 and under as we come into today's All-Star game. The top 4 teams will qualify for the Blackhawk tournament. So right now, the class of the 10 and under Squirt Premier Select Major Division are the Glenview Stars. They are 10-2-1, good for 21 points here in first place. Second place, the Chicago Stallions at 7-4-1, good for 15 points. St. Jude Knights 5-5-3, good for third place. And in fourth, the Huskies right now at 4-5-2. Here comes Quan. Quan in, shot. Nice save made there behind the net. And it's taken away and cleared up, but not out. Kept in by Quan. Quan again throws that one over the net. Behind the net with it now is Aaron Brown. Brown looking for somewhere to go with it. A couple players go down in the corner. Thrown towards open space, and the first one on it's going to be Kalen Judge. Judge gets it up and out to center ice. The Ice Dogs 3-6-3 in fifth place, 9 points, only 1 point behind the Huskies. And in sixth place right now, Winnetka at 1-8-2. That puck trickles out into the slot, sticked away by Hronek. Battle for it along the far half boards, and the home team, nope, they're not able to get it out. It's kept in there. Bertalmio tries to get into space. Bertalmio tries to go 5-hole, and Hronek closes that one down. Nicely done by Kyle Hronek, keeping this 1-1. Out with it now comes Charlotte Anderson. Anderson has it sticked away from her. James McHugh. Now Anderson with it again. She's able to flip that into the road team zone, where Caden Stairs tries to play it. McHugh now out with it. The defenseman skating forward with it has got Quan riding him for about 50 feet up the ice. Backhanded towards the goal. Judge takes it away on the backhand. Kalen Judge has it. Judge with the shot. Hronek has to stick that one aside as he had Michael Dukar right on the doorstep. So nicely done there. Kept in though. Here comes Dukar again. That shot hits a body in front. Judge throws it behind the net, and Caden Stairs will settle it down for the home team. So right now, if the season ended, Glenview, Chicago Stallions, St. Jude, and the Huskies would make the postseason. So, but it's still close between that 4 and 5 spot to see who gets that final playoff position. Matthew Bertalmio tries to stick handle, unable to. Puck is back in the road team zone. Wee throws it up off the boards, but right to Patrick Burns. Mark Uskoff on it now. Across the blue line, Uskoff tries to skate through Wee, and he can't. Good stick work by Rudy Wee to knock that one aside. Wee and Uskoff battle for it along the near half boards. Back up to the point, but not out as Judge tries to get that one out. He gets another attempt. This time he gets it up to Abdullah Leem and out to center ice. That will come back in offsides. 9:10 left to go in the third period. 1-1 in the first of 4 here at the Glacier Ice Arena in Vernon Hills here this evening. Face off just outside of the road team zone. Battle for it right along the red line. On it now is Lachlan Vint. Vint plays through some traffic, gets it onto his stick. Shot from a bad angle is sticked behind the net by Hronek, and the home team will skate out with it. Tries to hit Di Pasquale on a streak pass, played down nicely by Wee, and Vint will come out with it. Lachlan Vint sticked away from him out to center ice, and Abdullah Leem on it, knocked away from him and taken there by Evan Smith. Evan Smith now in the neutral zone, gets it across the blue line. Fancy stick work. In shot, score! Believe that is Leo Kwan, but that was made there by Evan Smith. That stick work finding Kwan. Kwan's able to bury it, and it's 2-1 home team. I believe that was 99, not 95. Credit where credit's due. Luciano Martini, I believe, buried that one. So the home team now with a 2-1 third period lead here. Kalen Judge now has the puck. Goes around a defender, skates it in. He's got Bertalmio with him. Judge with the shot. Not able to control it. Bertalmio behind the net, throws it into the slot. Aaron Brown has it. Brown in. Brown little flip shot, and that gets through. Aaron Brown comes right back and ties this one, but 30 seconds later, we are all knotted at 2. Put the puck on the net and good things will happen. Aaron Brown didn't get a lot on that one, but that puck had eyes, as they say. It beat Hronek 5-hole, and we are all tied at 2. just as quickly as the home team takes the lead, the road team comes back and ties it. Puck goes in offsides. 7:45 left to go in the second period. 21-15. Shots on goal advantage for the home team. Face off just outside of the home team zone. Cleared down in deep. Abdul Aleem will go after it. First one on it, though, will be Mia Costalunga. Costalunga gets it up ahead to Stairs. Stairs loses it. Taken away by the home team. Dukar with the shot. Nice right pad save by Hronek. Keeps this one tied. Out to center ice. Battle for it right in front of the penalty boxes. Road team takes it there. Trying to skate through some traffic is Vint. Lachlan Vint gets through, goes down deep as Charlotte Anderson riding his back. Vint has the puck behind the net, has it sticked away from him up to the near point where McHugh throws that one down in deep. Vint's going to be the first one on it. Throws it into the slot. It hits a skate. And the whistle blows as Abdul Aleem right on the doorstep looking for number 2. But Kyle Hronek able to hold that near post. Keep this one a 2-2 hockey game with 6:57 left to go in the third period. Jack Dahl on the faceoff representing the Winnetka Warriors. I believe on the other side that's 95. Or is that the 95 or 81? I can't tell from where I'm sitting. I think that might be 81. I think that may be Mark Uskoff taking the draw for the home team. It was indeed Uskoff. Draw is won, however, by the home team. Road team keeps it in, though. At the point, Rudy Wee flips it down a little bit deeper. Battle for it in that far corner. 3 white jerseys, 2 green. Puck just being jammed up against the boards there. Wedged in. Refs letting them dig it out, and eventually it's dug out by the road team. Shot is going to deflect up over the net and into the netting. Off the stick of Jack Dahl, out of play. Face off with 6.5 left to go here in the third period. Do we really only have one puck? I believe we only have one puck. That puck was cleared out over the net, and it went to the other side where we had fans standing behind the boards, and I believe we only have one puck. So we have to get that second puck in play. Here it is. Here we go. Jack Dahl to take the draw against Uskoff. Uskoff wins the draw, skating forward. Finds its way onto the stick of Rudy Wee, though. Wee clears it into the home team zone. Evan Smith, nifty stick handling, trying to get away from those dark jerseys. Finds its way back to Patrick Burns. Burns whiffs on the initial pass. Second pass kept in by Bertalmio. Bertalmio loses it to Plaskett. Plaskett will skate out with it now. Throws it up ahead to Uskoff. Uskoff races for it. Knocked away. Shot in. Save made. Rebound. And that was a dangerous rebound off the glove of Andrew Gallen. Bertalmio has it knocked away from him. Down low with it. The home team has it along the near half boards. Thrown into the slot. Knocked away. And the road team will come out with it. Up ahead to Dahl. Dahl and Bertalmio playing a 2-man game. Here comes Matthew Bertalmio. Pauses for a second. Tries the little turnaround pass looking for Jack Dahl. Nobody there, though. But white jerseys back out to center ice. James McHugh waits for his line mates to change. He regains the blue line. Dumps and chases. Evan Smith on it now for the home team of the Huskies. Puck out into the middle of the defensive zone. And Patrick Burns is knocked down there, but Brogan will take it for the home team. Smith on it now. Gains the blue line. 5 minutes left. 2-2 hockey game. Brogan keeps it in at the point for the moment. Jack Dahl has it. Little self pass gets it out to center ice. Tries to go cross ice to Finn Cunningham. In that near far corner, battle for taken away by Kalen Judge. Judge comes right out with it, and that one's knocked into the corner. Home team skates out with it. Flip it out to center ice where James McHugh is waiting at the red line. Turns around and throws it right back in as we're under 4.5 now. Two white jerseys down there. Bit of a miscommunication taken away by Michael Ducar. Ducar has it and has it taken away from him as Vincenzo Di Pasquale with some speed now out of the zone. Here comes Di Pasquale. Gains the blue line. Drop pass for Brogan. Brogan whistles the shot. That one, I think the goalie was screened. Andrew Gallen was screened, but it went just wide. Shot score! Brock Brogan caught the puck off the back end boards. For Brogan, that's goal number 2, and the home team has taken a 3-2 lead with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left to go. Right place, right time for number 17 in white. Brock Brogan picks up his second of the game and makes it 3-2 home team. So visitors have got some work to do here in the final 4. On it now is Rudy Wee. Wee stops and turns around and whistles it on his forehand, tries to get it out of the zone. He does. Up onto the stick of Ducar. Ducar was looking for Lachlan Vint, but missed him, and Costalunga is able to play that one there. She loses it, though. Vint has it. Vint in the corner being harassed down there, taken away by Di Pasquale. Puck comes around to the near side. Back out to center ice, and Wee has to play that one. He backhands it up as far as the home team blue line. Charlotte Anderson tries to get it over to Costalunga. It goes under Mia's stick. Mia gets a second chance, gets it back to the blue line, kept in by Vint. Vint in the high slot area, shot whistles wide. And the home team flips that one out to the neutral zone. Di Pasquale tries to go through Wee. Wee doesn't know where the puck is, but defense there helps him out, gets it out to the red line. So we're down to 2:48. Wee on it now. Off the stick of Caleb Nayu. Nayu in center ice with it, just dumps it back in, and Rudy Wee will take it for the visitors. Wee gets it up to Fleckenstein after it hits an official. Kept in by the home team, though. Leo Kwan's taken away from Kwan by Abdul Aleem. Here comes Mason Abdul Aleem. Abdul Aleem in, stops, goes around a defender. Good body work by Mia Costalunga there to fend off the larger Abdul Aleem and keep him from breaking in all alone. Solid work by Mia. Solid defensive work by Costalunga. Anderson, little short pass, able to get the puck out to center ice. Abdul Aleem on it now. Taken away from him. Brock Brogan looking for the Hattie. Brogan in. Brock Brogan in. Shot. Glove save. Andrew Gallen got a piece of that with his glove as Brogan was aiming top corner, looking for the Hattie. Shot by Abdul Aleem goes wide. Evan Smith has it now. Smith up ahead looking for Di Pasquale. It's knocked away, and here comes Kwan. Leo Kwan in. Kwan with the shot. Score! Leo Kwan rips that one between the glove and the arm of Andrew Gallen, and it is 4-2. Leo Kwan did not miss that one. We've called a couple of games with Leo this year, and he's another one that absolutely deserves to be here. His skill and his speed on show here tonight as he did not miss that one. 4-2 home team. Di Pasquale now drops it back for Evan Smith. Smith back at the point, harassed there, comes out with it though. Smith goes cross ice, down low. Di Pasquale all alone in front of the net. Kwan was looking for Di Pasquale there. That one comes out to center ice where Evan Smith will take it back. The minute 10 left now. Home team up 4-2. Down in the road team zone. Near corner. That one trickles in. Aaron Brown, one of the goal scorers for the road team, flips that one up. Kept in at the point by Patrick Burns as we're under a minute. Out with it now, 63, Kalen Judge. Judge looking for some space. Knocked away from him. And we're going to have a penalty called here in the final 40 seconds. It's going to be number 11, Caden Stairs, going to the sin bin here for, I believe, roughing. The faceoff's going to come in the home team offensive zone, or defensive zone to the left of Kyle Hronik, who's played quite well in relief of Dylan Fracassi, who played the first half of the game. Abdul Aleem will take the draw. But we're going to have a timeout here first with 39.8 seconds left to go. 4-2, home team with the lead. And in about 5 minutes, game number 2 will be starting over on the Stream Sports Midwest Facebook page. That will be the Pee-wees. We'll be dropping the puck over there. And then we get about a 20-30 minute break here in between game 1 and game 2. The Bantams will get started at around 6:40 here on the North Rink. And then at 8:20, the final game of the night will be the Midgets, the 16 and 18 U squads. We'll play the 4th and final game. So game number 2 on the Stream Sports Midwest Facebook page will be called by my partner, Eric Willowite. I will have game 3 right here, and then game 4 will be broadcast by Eric at 8:20. So shots on goal, you can see 26-18 in favor of the home team. And this was a 2-2 hockey game about 3 minutes ago. But goals by Brock Brogan, his second of the night, and Leo Kwan would turn a 2-2 game into a 4-2 home team lead. So let's see what the road team has up their sleeve now as they're coming out with 6 skaters. They are pulling that goalie. They're going to skate 6-on-4 here for the final 39.9. Dukar to take the draw. He's got Abdul Aleem, Fleckenstein, Dahl, Judge, and James McHugh. McHugh has it at the point. He's hassled there. He's able to keep it in. Abdul Aleem throws that one towards the goal. Goes over to space. McHugh's going to be the first one on it. He's able to keep it in for the moment. Abdul Aleem on it now. Pushed off the puck. Evan Smith now. Smith coming down looking for the open net. Abdul Aleem will take it as we're down to the final 15. Abdul Aleem out to center ice with it now. Down to 9 seconds. And Judge was in ahead of the whistle. That will be an offsides here with 7.4 seconds remaining. 4-2. The home team with the lead. Goals in the first period. Brock Brogan would give the home team a 1-0 lead. In the second period, though, Mason Abdul Aleem would tie it at 1. Luciano Martini would break the tie 2-1 in the third period, followed almost 30 seconds later by Aaron Brown, would tie the game at 2. But 2 goals in a matter of about 3.5 minutes by the home team. One by Brock Brogan, his second of the game, and Leo Kwan would make this final 4-2. So really, really fun opening game. Looking forward to the next 3. And we're going to do the best tradition in sports, the post-game handshake. I hope you guys enjoyed game number 1. I hope you're going to join us for games 2, 3, and 4 as well. We're going to do the post-game handshake, and then I believe they're going to take photos of all the kids, so we'll hang with you for that. A lot of fantastic talent on display here in game number 1. A lot of kids we've seen in some of our other calls this year, some kids we haven't had a chance to see. I'm very excited at getting an opportunity to see the best of the best that NIHL has to offer here this year. As the parents are doing parent things and they're all standing up getting photos of their kids. And I want to send a special thanks out to my cameraman today, Zach Richmond. Zach, longtime friend of mine and fellow alumni of the Illinois Media School. Zach made himself available to the Stream Sports Midwest team today so that we could do 2 games at once for you. So Eric is on the other rink getting ready for game number 2. I'm here with Zach for games number 1 and 3. So what'd you think of game number 1, folks? The fun hockey game, right? Again, the NIHL team managers will get copies of these broadcasts so that you can get the kind of the live feed broadcast. But again, if you want an actual hard copy, DVDs are available. Just reach out to Eric or myself at streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com or on Facebook at Stream Sports Midwest or Twitter at Stream Midwest. And we'll be happy to get you set up with the DVD. So that's going to do it for game number 1. Game number 2 is getting started right now over on the Stream Sports Midwest Facebook page. Game 3, the Bantams, will get started here on the NIHL Facebook page at 6:40. So for Zach Richmond, my name has been Aaron Challen, and we'll talk to you again in about 20 minutes, folks. Final score here, game number 1, 4-2. The home team defeat the road team in some Squirt Premier Select All-Star action. We'll talk to you in a little bit.